You see it?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I see it on Twitter.
I think it's nice. And yes, we are live. For real. Yes, that's good. And the channel, same thing, live. Yes, we are live, guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Let's share it quickly on Twitter and then we can start. Okay.
Do we just share the link or what do we share?
We can share like the Decod3rs live. So let me send it to you.
Okay.
Discord deck private chat tag. Okay, welcome. Yes, that's good. And me tag.
Oh, that's cool.
Tag Decod3rs. GM from the Solspot team. Live. Nice. Okay, so I'm ready. If you are, we can start. That's cool. Okay. We good?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining us on the Decod3rs live. And I've like with me like the Solspot team. So yeah, thank you for like accepting my invitation here. Like I basically wanted to talk to you guys because we don't talk enough, and I wanted to do it publicly for once. So yeah, let's talk about like Web3 identity and like the update of your project because I always loved it. And yeah, I wanted to have like your recap of 2022 and like 2023 focus and see like what you are up to, man. So yeah, happy New Year's to you. And yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yo, Happy New Year, bro. Thanks for
Yeah,
having us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. That's my pleasure, man. So yeah, just for the people who are watching us who are not part of your community, like, can you explain like to us what Solspot is and what you guys doing?
Yeah, so Solspot is a identity management platform specifically for Solana. And so we kind of give people the ability to take a snapshot of their online identity, specifically for Solana, and display it in a compact way. And so we're building out a platform and various tooling that kind of supplement that. And so we've kind of found ourselves moving towards building a system where you can build a brand and we can, assist you in doing that. And so that's kind of where we're at right now. And so the start of that was 2022, and then 2023 we're kind of moving into that, taking a couple different directions to kind of pivot with the market, given that building a platform based on users isn't necessarily the most viable in a bear market, but we're just kind of figuring out where we can kind of like get some traction, get users, get interest. But
yeah, that's like right now, yeah, you have like a small community, like you have like 2,000 holders or 1,000 people.
Yeah, kind of around that.
Yeah, that's cool. Tonki, Tonki, I think you're muted.
Oh, apologies. Yeah, I was gonna say not active users, definitely not 2,000, but I think unique holders, you could say, is
holders, yeah,
2,000. But definitely not an active 2,000. I wish it was that, but this market is just not allowing us to have anywhere near that.
But that's cool. You have a New Year's to reactivate all of those people, man.
Exactly, and it allows us to kind of make the proper decisions during this market, and
Exactly.
really not renegotiate, but redecide and rethink what we're really doing, and maybe take a better route.
Yeah, and Ramo, you have to code all of the tools because you are you are the CTO, so you are the only dev working with you, or is that a team of one dev, or you have more people with you?
I'm actually not. I am mainly a backend developer, so I do all of the backend work, and Lowkey also does frontend and designs. So all of the frontend, all of the UI you see is built by Lowkey, and everything that runs in the background is built by me.
Yeah, true. So Loki, that's that you are responsible for the nice UI of the new tools.
Exactly.
That's cool, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fun stuff. Gonna do more design in the future, so that way it looks a little better. But
can it be even better, man? Like it's really great.
Thank you.
It can always be.
Yeah, exactly. Like there is always iteration.
It's also come a long way. It's come a long way from what it was.
Yeah.
We've looked at the original version of what we had, and it's nowhere near what it is now. So definitely a slight pat on the back we can give to Lowkey on that one.
I mean, like looking back, like when we first put out the initial versions, and even like the subsequent, abilities to modify your spot card. Like obviously the tech on the the tech side of it fundamentally changed, but from like a UI side, it's not even the same thing at all. And it's cool to see how far it's come and how it's all kind of came together. And that's been a big help of Ramo from being able to lift off like the technical side of modifying the card and pulling the data, so then I can just focus on the UI and more of the UX stuff, as well as just making the front end better. It's just been a really good way that we've been able to collaborate. So
yeah, that's nice. Yeah, of course you iterate and then you launch something new and then it gets like scrappy and stuff, and then you make it better. So that's how it works, right? That's cool. And again, for everyone watching the live right now, we can see your chat from YouTube. So put your comment on Twitter if you want. We are monitoring it minorly, but if you want to be heard, read more easily, go to the Decod3rs YouTube channel and subscribe, because we have also some surprise for you if you do so. So other than that, what's gonna be your 2023 focus for the Solspot project?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, we really focused on identity in the first half, or in 2022, and so we're still obviously focusing on that, but we're shifting more towards branding. And so the next thing that we're working on is it's tied to Solspot, and we're still putting out Solspot updates. And it's related to the same idea, but it's approaching this concept from a different direction, I guess. It's kind of hard to explain. We're not ready to announce it yet. But it's I would just say branding, right? Like individual branding or community branding. And obviously from our end, putting more emphasis on, revenue, so we can sustain, this business, right?
And of course, and that's going to be a big challenge for in this market condition, to build a business. But I mean, you survived 2022 with I guess little royalties that you have collected during this year too, right? So if you make it so far, you're gonna find a solution for 2023 and beyond. So yeah, trusting you guys. Again, disclaimer, have been holders since Mint. And even before, not holders, but I was there before, and always believed in you, and really happy to see you where you are right now. So yeah, let's just keep grinding, guys.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of ideas rolling for 2023. I wouldn't say that they were planning for 2023, but the rollout of it is perfect, and it'll allow us to, I think, shine at the right time and allow us to put out some things, especially during this time of needing to provide something of proper use, and I think that the space could actually
Yeah.
use, and I think our next release actually kind of dips into that a little bit. Like I think anyone can kind of use this, and I think anyone would enjoy using it compared to other solutions that are out there. It's just a bit more blockchain centered, in my opinion.
Yeah.
People would enjoy that, so we're definitely excited to get this out there. And the other ideas that are come after that, I think also will have the same kind of effect as well.
No, that's nice. And that what we are going like to show to your community like today, it's like the first stone of that process, right? Of that goal.
Essentially, yeah. Essentially, that's. I would say it's definitely one tiny step towards that direction of the kind of things we want to be doing and the kind of stuff we want to be creating. Definitely a lot, very user focused, I guess you could say.
Yeah, no, that's dope. I can't wait for 2025, man. So we're gonna see the result of all of your work. That's gonna be lit.
Yeah, hopefully the fruits of our labor by that time will really be starting to shine for us. And
Yeah.
we're getting a little bit more actual recognition. I think that people, once they actually realize what we're doing, the things we're building, I think, and it all ties together in an easy way for them to digest, it'll really just make sense.
Yeah, because like again, like for me, the narrative of like again the main use case of Solspot is becoming like becoming like the Linktree of like Web3. Like it's a no-brainer. Like it makes sense. It's something 100%.
It's a really good explanation for it, but like I think the cool thing about Web3 is like it's that, but then heightened. You know, what can you add on top of that base version that they created? How can Web3 make that even cooler? You know, what kind of data points can we tie to it with that same kind of software? Just stuff like that. How can you make this like maybe a little more trustworthy for some users? You know, or trust based, I guess you could say. But it's just I think it's cool that we can access a lot more. I feel like data with who we're connecting with and building this for.
And like what have you implemented right now that is like Web3 based that you could have done like with a centralized database or like access to the data basically? Like I know like you have the summary of the wallet and like tracking like the last buy and stuff, but that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, kind of just pulling out cool information from people's wallets. I guess this kind of goes back more to the Solspot platform, but just being able to track cool analytics that people have. But also like with this next thing we're releasing, it's kind of gated via your wallet. You need to make an account via your wallet, so it just adds on that extra layer of, I guess you could say, security, and you know it's just kind of showing where the future is going to rotate to. I guess we'll stray away from blank email profiles, I guess, random email profiles, and they'll have a little more trust base behind it because there is that wallet activity, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's like I love this narrative. Like it's really nice. Ramo, I don't know. Are you trying to talk or like are you like
No.
too?
I'm just preparing something real quick, and then I'm gonna be there again.
So you're gonna pop up. You're gonna pop up big. You're gonna have to say something like legendary.
Super insightful.
No,
That's cool. Yeah. By the way, like now that I have you, man, like in terms of tech, like what specific usage of the like Web3 tech stack have you implemented? Because like obviously I'm interested by that because I'm like software engineer. So yeah, what are the specificity of like the Solspot platform and like the next tool that you had to work on in the backend to make it work? Do you have anything particular?
Yeah, so I think I'll start with Solspot. With Solspot, we have implemented, I would say, almost everything that you can do to get information, public information about the wallet. So we get everything from the user's SPL tokens to his transactions to the NFTs owned. We analyze them. You know, we have different kinds of widgets that show different kinds of data. Again, you know, it's so much. Over the time, it has grown so much. We have like, I know, more than 10 widgets. And I'm trying to pull up my profile. Hold on. Okay, yeah.
So maybe
For
you
example,
can do some
I can share my
screen
screen.
share. Yeah.
1 second.
But yeah, I really like the link, the Solspot link, and then I can flex even more every day what I have, like the performances of the portfolio. I love it. That's the vanity metrics that we are all waiting for Web3, and then you have the proof of it, and then you have the whole design. It's nice.
Okay, bro. To share my screen on macOS,
Yeah.
I need to restart the browser. Shit.
That's okay, man. Like you have you can restart and just come back with the link that you already have.
Okay, perfect. I'll do
That's
it
no
back.
problem. Yeah, like we gotta find a topic to discuss all three together. That's okay. So back to the business side of it. How do you plan to survive the bear market? So basically, your tools is like a way to develop your income streams, right? So that's the hope of it. But do you have any plans to make it even bigger?
Yeah,
Go
so
for that, Lowkey.
the first thing, the next thing we're dropping and releasing today, or no, I guess announcing today, is I guess a very small revenue stream, unless it, kind of gets bigger. And that's more based individually because it's a platform and tool for just normal consumers / businesses. But then on the flip side, what we're really trying to build revenue is, connecting with, projects and businesses that want to connect and, further reach out to and interact with their community or their fans or followers. And so then, that's more of a potential sustainable source of revenue, is interacting with those types of, consumers, as opposed to trying to charge, normal users who, whereas in this market, or really even just in Web3, the easiest way to make and charge for money and for services is if the user is actually making money off of your product. And, given what we're trying to accomplish, that's not really what we're the end result is. The user doesn't really make money directly off of what we're doing. We kind of help facilitate the brand, which then eventually kind of, turns into profit depending on how you go about it. But it's not as easy to, directly charge for something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So you plan to go B2B basically.
Yeah. And so that's kind of the target for, early 2023, and we'll see how it goes. That's kind of where we're at right now for that.
That's cool. That's really nice. Okay, so Ramo, are we good?
Yeah.
Can go back to the screen share stuff.
Hold on.
Okay, nice.
Okay. It's a bit different on Mac. Okay, so I'm not really
nice.
Okay, you should see my screen.
Okay. Yes.
Nice.
So you're live. Let me get that bigger. Nice.
This is Solspot, our platform. This is my profile on Solspot.
Bro, you gotta make your screen full screen.
Shit. Okay, wait. Is it better? Oh, wait.
Yes.
I could.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Okay. Nice.
That's good.
Okay.
We're good.
Right here,
nice.
what you can see, basic elements, the badges. Not all of them, but most of them are based on blockchain data, different types of data. These ones are, simple. If you hold the top 25 market cap project, you get the collection icon. And then we have different ones. We have explanations of all of them on our Discord server, so feel free to check that out. The socials, they are kind of Web3 because you can connect them on our platform, and all of that is Web2 infrastructure. But if you look up a wallet that is not registered on Solspot and he has on-chain Twitter verified with BONK, we still pull the data. So it's this part is. Can you see my mouse, my cursor?
Yep.
This part is kind of Web3, but not fully. And then I don't want to go over all the widgets, because I don't want to take that long time. But this one, for example, bearish, bullish, not really Web3. This is, just about Web3 projects. This one, this is fully Web3. This shows you latest transactions. Not all transactions, just buys and sells of NFTs, and for which price. Look at this shitty NFTs. Shit, this one not. NFT showcase, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. NFT
Yeah, that's
portfolio.
nice.
We can take a look at your profile, bro.
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, look at those badges. I got them all. That's so nice.
Probably has every badge.
You probably have max badge amount. I don't think if you have a limit, but that looks like the limit.
All the top
Nice,
market cap
yeah.
projects too.
Yeah, all of them.
Bro, your latest PFP update, when you have to like verify, a lot of PFPs got set up to the default. It seems.
Yeah. The problem was we had the RPC issue where the Helios RPC was down, and therefore a lot of
Or Alchemy?
Helios.
Okay.
No, Alchemy. Yes.
Yeah,
it was down, and a lot of PFPs got wrecked. I updated that, so for future updates, if NFTs are empty, it's not gonna wipe the PFP. Yeah, it was a mistake. So you'll need to reset your PFP to work. But that's cool.
That's okay.
Issue. This is really cool. I love the widget. See all of
Yes.
the NFTs.
Yes, that's cool. Fox 53K. Okay, that's cool.
What is that, bro?
That's my last trip, man. Like, I had to buy some blocksmiths, man. I had to reach 30 blocksmiths, so that's my last buy.
2023, right?
Exactly.
Let's go. Nice.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, you have nice.
We have like full gallery count, floor price, all of the social information.
That's so cool. That's really, really nice. I didn't even I didn't went a lot into like the gallery one. I was just stopping by on the profile, but yeah, that's nice. I didn't know like you had all of the connection with like the project data and stuff. And basically all of that data is like Web2, right?
Yeah, most of the data, not all of it, because Metaplex has released a new standard for on-chain collections, which is really cool, which is trying to move into that direction of replacing that Web2 part. But not every NFT collection has migrated, some are slow. So it's still relying on Web2, definitely, but it's moving into the Web3 direction.
Yeah, and honestly, like in a project, like I like the hybrid mode when you have like Web2, Web3 connection, because it's like you get the performance of Web2 and the data centralization and everything, but you also have access to what you're talking about, like the data analytics and stuff, which is related to Web3, and that's the way to build a Web3 company, basically.
Wait, I just saw we have a chat and messages.
Yes.
Take an eye on that.
Yeah, like yeah, and thank you, DV-chan, for your comments.
Drizzle drops,
See, okay, I can highlight this one. See this one. But yeah, if you want to highlight, I think like on the sidebar, I don't know if you have access to it, but if you click on it, you can highlight a comment.
Oh. He says, what's the best APIs to get a hold of when developing Web3?
That's a random question.
You got to talk about Helios.
Yeah, exactly. Helios, definitely. I would recommend take a look at Helios. What they did, crazy.
Yeah.
Great API, really. Take a look.
So what is it for?
Helios?
Yeah.
I haven't like deeply looked into the project, but as far as I understood, they passed all previous transactions Solana, and by saying all, I mean like all, like fully passed every transaction and passed the information, stored it and analyzed it, and now they have a Web2 API to access the Web3 data, but analyze. It's super fast, and they don't, but by knowing that, you get to know how many options they have. They implemented webhooks for on-chain data, which is insane. You can have like, you can start a webhook to one NFT, and every time that NFT gets sold or gets a bid on, you get a webhook, like a request to your server.
Nice.
You can implement whatever you want with it. That's crazy. For collection sales, you can track collections, mint list. They have all that crazy data. Mind blowing. What they did.
Yeah,
big respect.
It's basically like deep analytics of like the Solana blockchain. Basically, they centralize the Solana blockchain, right, to have again the performance of Web2 of like in the Web3 chain, right?
Exactly, but you still have the provability of Web3 behind that, so that's perfectly fine for me.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Do you have another example or another service that you use?
Good question. API, maybe not really.
Yeah.
I mean, like really for Web3, like you have you have Helios and you can pull more advanced data from it. As well as like other RPC providers, they have different, API calls essentially that you can get more advanced data. Otherwise, you have your traditional, RPC Solana network calls, which is just that's your base for what you can do. And so most of the time, all of our stuff is ran off that until we haven't actually switched yet to Helios, but it's also specific to Solana. So like if we want to add on other chains, we're going to have other services to do that. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's like RPC is like your base stuff. So I think that's all I know of as far as like fun stuff.
Which RPC provider are you using it? Like QuickNode or another one?
Good question.
We have tried all of them, like literally
well,
all of them.
No.
Not Syndica.
Yeah, you want to do that one, but we haven't got to yet.
DV Chan said he uses Hyperspace's API.
Yeah.
Great API.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
That's another one that we forgot.
We missed
Hyperspace
that,
and Magic Eden, I guess, as well. Those two.
That's nice.
Magic Eden is
historically, not recently, I guess.
Some problems, rate limiting, bad communication, bad docs, not ideal. And Hyperspace also, to be honest, not ideal. I like the API because it's so open. I have the feeling that you can do whatever you want, no rate limiting, no limitations. But then on the other side, if you have no documentation proving you can't rely on that. You can't implement that in your application if you don't know if tomorrow they block you, and then you need to find another solution. So that's the only problem I have with them. That's kind of weird.
It reminds me like the early days, like where we were talking about like minting collection and stuff, when we were talking about like, how do you set up the candy machine, etc. That's that was a good time, boys.
That was OG times. That was OG.
Yeah. And we were there. We were gonna remember, and we're gonna talk to our grandkids and say, "Oh yeah, I did that. I was there."
I don't know. For me, I feel like my favorite part of like the OG times was using the Fair Launch protocol. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a lottery based, and I just feel like that was the peak of the early, and I just kind of plus I enjoyed that way more than like having to compete with bots. But
like I think the Shark project, I forgot the name of it, right? That was the first.
Shark.
Rogue Shark. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like
it was the first project. Yeah, I have no idea where they are at now, but like I think they're gone, right? Like
I've seen some. I think there's some money still flowing in it just because it's one of those OG projects that people are still hoping it pumps, but I don't think they're active.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was. I remember when that was just. It was there. All Twitter was talking about like how unique that was. It was so different from what they were used to that it was awesome for them. Now it's not used. They've improved upon it. It's still used for in some instances, but it has its own use case. It's very niche, in my opinion, for how to do it right. In my opinion, I know DJ and Trash Pandas actually did it with their mint for those, and it worked out closely for them. But I know that there was also some issues with it, and no one expected it to do that after the first 2-3 mints with it, because it did so well. Everyone thought that was gonna be the new standard.
And like so, that's basically like your favorite like meta for the mint. For the mint event?
Yeah, personally, for me, definitely.
Yeah.
I think for like fairness wise, being a DJ, I can't agree with that.
Yeah,
it's the Wild West out there.
It's less exciting for sure.
Some people, I don't know. It's actually very exciting to get, but I think like when you're like fighting like if 80-90% of mints, if like 100% of mints could be fair launch, like that would be awesome. But like 80-90% of mints at that time they were just like, you get what you get. And everything was getting eaten apart by bots. If you didn't have a bot, you were losing. Maybe you would get one, and if not, you would mint every 2-3 projects. And so like everyone just like at that time was just hoping that they would hit. And then 2-3 months later, everyone's botting. And then 2-3 months later, people are trying to figure out solutions to all the botting. And then, yeah, it's a thing in and of itself. But what I do love about the fair launch is that like it's still being used to the day, and it has its own use case. It's not, it can't be used on every mint. It just doesn't work. People can't see the number right there. They can't see that number fluctuate. It just messes with their aftermarket brain and their profit. And they don't join. But it definitely has its own use case still.
Yeah. So and what would be your ideal like mint scenario then?
Guys, just to throw something in, we're already 30 minutes in, and looking at the timeline, we haven't talked about many points.
Yeah, don't worry, man. Like the talking point that we have on the document together, like we don't need to go everything. It's just like if we don't have talking point, we can go back to it. But yeah, like I'm following it like pretty cool. So yeah, don't worry, and we can even extend like to over like yeah. Sometimes if you have any if you enjoy the talk together, man, like we can do that for hours.
Yep, I'm down, and I'm sure you'll edit the actual YouTube to be just like the actual content.
Yeah, we live. I mean, like yeah, like look, we have that comment from Dishan again. If we start talking about that, it's not on the timeline, man.
Yeah, that could be gone into for a good 10-20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about that. What have you done with your BONK?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm excited to see what the other people in this room say.
Yeah.
I got airdropped like I think it was all right. It was 2 airdrops. One to my ledger that I started staking. The D got in way after. That got the majority of it, and then my other one got a small airdrop of it. I got like 595 BONK, I think 595 million. And my brain, a little bit. I guess like I've just experienced like seeing Twitter for days on end just speak about one thing, and me seeing that, like, that's just peak hype to me, So I took my profit, I sold it. I didn't know what it was. Actually, that's a lie. I kind of knew that it was Soul Incinerators, a branch of Soul Incinerators coin, and they were using that for like if you burn your NFTs, you can get BONK. So I do think there is some actual use to it, but I just I was like, they're gonna airdrop me this much Soul, like why not just take it in this market, And now I wake up today and Lowkey sends me a good little DM. He's like, "Hey, your BONK would be worth ... now." I'm like, "Oh, that's a good 3-4x from where we were at." And now
you could have paid the rent.
I mean, bro, I will say though, like it's kind of healthy for Solana right now. Like we're having like a tiny little mini bull market. Like all Solana NFTs are kind of pumping if they like have any sort of like, if they've been in that popular collections, I guess area, and Twitter is just bonk, 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 Solana. So it's, I don't know, it's healthy, it's good. I don't see anything wrong with it. And they actually, in my opinion, they're providing good use case for it. They're kind of like a lot of the dust implementations early on. I see a lot of bonk getting implemented into mints and just some burning mechanisms for it. But
yeah, like
supply. You told me the supply earlier, and that's
why I did exactly the same thing as you. Like for me, it's not. Again, it's not my not investment thesis, but it's not the kind of like stuff I want to hold long term. So I don't want to hold them at all.
That's so I got it on my wallet too.
I mean, like I'm not gonna say I'm holding it long term for anything, because like I still have it, but like having the supply be that high, I mean the price reflects that. So I mean it's all about percentage increases or decreases. So I don't really see any problem with the supply being big number, but.
Yeah, I still free money at the end of the day, so it's cool. Do what the fuck you want, right?
Mine's in my ledger. Too much work to take out until maybe much higher mark, and I'll be like, all right, well maybe I'm out. Yeah. But
Ramo, something for you?
Not worth the effort.
Yeah.
Not really much. Like I have some BONK on my ledger. I like what they do. It's cool. It's fun. Bring some fun back to the community.
Yeah.
But I don't even know where my ledger is. So first task would be to
What?
find it, then find the cable, plug it in, and then sell it. That's too
Oh
much
my
time.
god.
Oh lordy, that's not good.
Chill, easy.
And do you have your Solspot stack on this ledger too? Like, are this Solspot gone forever?
No. My Decod is there, my Youth is there.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's shitty. But chill, I can find it. I'm sure I can.
Yeah, and you have the backup private key anyway, so we're
Yeah,
good, right? Right?
Just go buy
Yeah,
a
I
new
did
ledger.
that. I did that. Don't look at me like that.
Yeah.
You can copy paste that in the chat if you want to.
Yeah, like if you want to, yeah, exactly, in private chat. Yeah, so where did we go on the timeline, right? Like Ramo, like what's the next topic? So yeah, again, like if you have like in the chat any more comments, like DivChan, like you're killing it. So yeah, like you have a nice handle. If you have more question, we can talk. Question from the chat. Yeah, so I guess maybe it's time for you, like, because we had a 36-minute mark. So maybe we can do like the announcement of why we are here and the showcase of the platform. Maybe you can do that now, right?
You can do that.
I
Yeah,
can do
well,
that.
we'll let Vince take it over for showing it, but
Yeah.
as far as what we're doing, we kind of hinted at it earlier. So what we're kind of working on, or what we are working on, is giving the ability for people to manage their brand and do it in a Web3 way, and that means actually storing your data on chain using decentralized services such as Arweave, and not having to rely on a third party to like us ideally. So like it's almost entirely Web3 except for like
Yeah.
one small little choke point, which is having the domain, like it's called Nexuz, nexuz.me. And so that's the only decentralized part. And so what it is, it's a fully decentralized Linktree. It's bare bones. You can just add links. You can customize it, make it personal, blah, blah, blah. But it's entirely decentralized, and you can delete your account anytime, get your data back, or I guess delete the data, get your funds back or most of the funds that you have to store your data and pay for that on chain.
Nice.
Yeah, if you want to pull it up, test it out. It's kind of like a fun vibe.
Yes.
Background colors change depending on the time. Like of the main application, not like the actual profiles.
Look at
that guy.
beauty.
Look at that UI right there.
Wow, the best UI ever, man. Let's say that's beautiful. I like it. It's cool.
Yeah, so right now it's like orange and light blue, I guess you could say, and I don't know, within 5, 10, 15 minutes it'll change to a different theme.
Oh, okay. So we should stay here. Just wait.
No, you don't have to. You could refresh back and go back, but yeah, 3 minutes, I guess. There's the official answer.
Okay.
But every 3 minutes it'll change.
Nice. I can't wait.
There's
okay.
6, 7, I think.
Yeah, there's 6.
Nice.
One for every 10-minute period.
That's dope. Yeah, true. It's not the same theme than that when we tested it together, right? It was yellow. That's nice.
I guess the target and the reason behind this application is just to, kind of add kind of like we were saying earlier, that extra little bit of, security. And I guess there's no analytics attached to this now, and I guess you could pull something from it and do that, but just to have the extra layer of security and I guess trust behind whose profile that is, and also our target audience, I guess it is completely on Solana. So I think you could say for now we're definitely focused on users and projects, maybe replacing this with, like we said, Linktree. So really just tried to do that.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so I'm gonna create my account, and then I'm gonna do the whole product or workflow, and so people can see exactly what it is about, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I just want to say something. The version you're looking at is not public yet. We have nothing like publicly announced besides our stream right now. So please, if you're watching this, don't try it. Ideally. And for you, Vince, use Phantom on mainnet.
Okay. Okay, I would have hide the URL, but I guess it's too late now.
It's
Nah,
too
it's not.
late now. Yeah.
I already
Now
thought about
you're
it too.
good.
So
Yeah, he definitely said exactly what it was.
No, it's
Nice.
all good. All good. TV Chan is gonna leak us.
What the
Shit.
fuck?
Yo, go
Okay,
leak us.
let me.
We'll take that little bit
What?
of social traction. We'll retweet it.
We need BONK integration for Nexus.
Okay, you don't see the wallet, but like I have not enough Sol to fund the account. I have 2 Sol on my account. Is that DevNet issue again? That's so sad.
Is
Cool
your wallet
stuff.
on DevNet?
Yes.
Switch to mainnet.
Let- Okay, let me. Security.
You can create a new wallet. You know, I can send you. It's like 0.1 Sol.
Okay.
I can send
Yeah,
you that.
definitely. Okay, let me switch back. Boom. Developer settings, DevNet. Let me reconnect again. Wow!
Ooh.
Wow!
Go back to the
Wow!
homepage. Check it out.
Yeah, go back to the home.
That's dope. That's dope. I love that. It's cool. Good
Now,
job,
now you
guys.
got 4 or 5 more to see.
Okay, like yeah. So we need to talk for like what? Like 20 minutes? You said?
Doesn't matter.
Let's see.
Well, to hit all of them, you know, it's
You
an
forgot the
hour.
3.
Oh, yeah, but it's like not enough Sol to fund the account. What the fuck?
Oh,
Let me check with the other one. Can you send me?
Hold on. If you
So
want, I could share my screen.
worth
In the worst case.
yeah. Okay. Let me try one last time with like the second wallet, and like I can do that. Evan.
I just tried it a second ago and it worked. So it's weird.
Okay. Tech. So I'm sending myself some sorry. Yeah, okay, so you're not seeing that. That's cool.
Just send yourself like 0.2, 0.3 to test.
Yeah. View transaction. Okay, so the DevNet is taking way longer than production network.
Oh no, it's not DevNet.
No, it's mainnet.
What?
Yeah, Nexus
Yeah,
is from mainnet.
That's okay. So we tested. Okay, that's why.
Yeah, yesterday
That's
was
why.
DevNet, but Ramo put that up on mainnet last night.
DevNet
Nice.
was making too many issues, so we said, fuck it. Let's deploy to mainnet and test it.
Okay. So that's on me, guys. That's a demo effect.
Does Soulfly work yet or no?
I don't think so, no.
No, sus. Unfortunate.
Not enough Sol. Shit.
Just a kick out of that.
yeah.
DB Chan said, so happy I swept like 20 soul spots. Thank you, DB Chan. Shout out to you. Appreciate it, my guy.
Getting flamed right here. No Nexus working, I guess.
Can you create one now? DB Chan, no, you cannot. We don't have it public yet.
Wow.
Ramo, take over like the screen share. Like you're gonna do a better demo than me.
I will do that.
Very soon, though, DB Chan, my guy.
Maybe Wednesday.
Yeah. The SPF account.
Yeah. It should link to it, but we changed it to mainnet, so it doesn't pull anything right now. But I did have and I will make an SPF account just like that.
Okay, no problem. I can't highlight their messages.
Okay, I will
Yeah,
share my
only
screen in a
Vince
second.
can.
Okay.
It says the SPF account. How did you find it?
Bro, it's on the
SPF
landing
account.
page.
What? Really? Shit.
Yeah, because I need to have information. You know, I need an example profile. Bet,
Right.
meme profile, done.
Perfect for the space, too.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm gonna share my
Solana.
screen now.
Yep.
Little disclaimer. I just deployed like while we were already on the talk, so there might be some issues. So because it's not publicly announced yet, so let's see how it goes. Okay,
That's a
this is
crap out.
Nexus. Oh, pink cool Nexus.
Full screen.
Yes. Okay. Oh shit, wait. Yeah, that looks a bit weird.
How much salt do I need to, because I have 0.1?
That's not enough. You need like
Oh,
0.2.
0.172 is the minimum.
Yeah, it
oh,
worked for me.
okay.
Vitla, I'm telling you, bro, you need to buy some more salt. Okay, perfectly. It worked. That's how it looks. That's how it's supposed to look. You have your username. I'm gonna.
That's a display
Do it.
name, not a username.
Yeah, true.
Bro, where'd you
display name.
go?
I closed my screen. Vitla, you can try to create your recursion.
What?
Can you try to share your screen again?
Yes, but I don't have my wallets now. With the money is on my other computer. So
No stress. Just send me the wallet. I will send you that really quick.
okay, you're too kind. Tech. Boom. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so let me. We're gonna get there, chat. Don't worry. Like we're gonna get there.
And you should be ready.
Tech.
You can send me a private key to test.
Nah, DJ.
Okay, so that's back to me, and now okay, so I'm just waiting for the soul to try it. And it's basically connected to the Decod3rs wallet. So then
it should already work.
Decod3rs.
You can try it.
Probably about to change off pink too.
You should have the sold. It should work. The transaction is confirmed.
Let me test. I pressed the button. Not enough soul. I promise you, if someone is creating the account before me, I'm gonna cry. No, it's what? Okay, I'm on mainnet. For sure. Let me check it. Yes, I'm on mainnet.
Devs are sweating right now.
Try a refresh, maybe.
He just did that.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Bro. Yeah, never mind. The wallet you sent, bro. My bad. You sent 2 wallets. Which one did you use?
Oh, the second one.
Yeah, I sent it to the first one.
Okay, that's okay. Let me send it. Okay, that's nice. I have it now. Wait. See, that's Steve Jobs demo level, man. 100%. Okay, so I send in your soul onto the second wallet, and we will get there. Okay. Nice. Okay. So, boom, press the button, approve transaction, yes.
Infinite money glitch.
Come on. Yes. See? It's working. It's working.
Let's go, guys. Nice.
Nice. Okay, so right now I'm on Web3 Linktree for real. I have display name, the bio, etc. And the links, that's look. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. Solspot, I will take I can do that. I can. Oh yeah, okay. So it's also creating for me. No, I have one. I think
I've
created one with that wallet.
When you log in with wallet, we link your Solspot profile that's linked to that wallet.
Okay.
But you can switch it. You can remove it however you want.
Yeah. Okay. So I will do that with my Decod3rs profile that I have, NFT tag, and then the Web3 YouTube channel. Okay, so if I save it back, I approve a transaction, saving the profile. saving the profile.
Yeah, blockchain. Every
Yeah.
write is gonna take a while. That's not ideal. Did it fail?
Profile updated.
Nice.
Look
You
at
also
this
had,
view. Wow, nice.
you
Where's the
also had
profile picture?
PFP. You have
Yeah,
PFP
bro.
banner, and then
Yeah.
you have full customization, theme, accent, color. And you have like 4 different types of accents you can choose, 3 different types of accents.
Nice. Yep, that's dope. Okay, so of course I don't have the PFP. Okay, let me do that. Meta.
Now go to Solspot.
Solspot. Shit.
Yeah, first link. And then go to search and search for Vidler, your domain name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like that exactly.
Back.
And
Okay.
then you should have your gallery. I see you're not on popular profiles anymore. Your profile
What?
would be
Why?
loaded. I don't know. People are not clicking on your Solspot link, bro. You should link it somewhere.
Okay, so everyone on chat, please go to my profile. I need to go back to the Solspot, like, what the
Popular
fuck?
profiles list.
Yeah.
On the homepage.
Why? I'm getting like I'm getting betrayed here.
You were top dog for a moment. They must stop.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
You want a good gallery to view. That's a good one to view.
Tech, that's what we do when we train. So if I do that, boom, I save it. Wow.
You can also upload images to Arweave.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
For a server.
That's here.
A lot of fun.
Oh, but basically, you can put everything here, right?
Yeah, you can put every URL you want, but
Mm.
most of the URLs you will put there are Web2. Not all NFT images, but this one, for example, is a Web2 image URL. It's stored on the Decod server or Dust Labs, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's fully Web2. But when you go on profile picture again, yeah, you have that upload profile picture image. We're using Bundler, which is allowing us to give users the option to pay in Sol and upload to the Arweave network. So all of the images are stored on the permaweb and permanently available. That's the idea of the thing. So everything about Nexus besides the domain is fully Web3. The frontend is also stored on Arweave, fully decentralized. Then we have all of the data is stored on the Solana blockchain. Just the domain is acting as a little reverse proxy to the Arweave frontend.
That's
2 things as well, Vittler. Your banner image, that's 600 by 200 if I'm correct. Lowkey can correct me if I'm wrong. And then customize your accent colors. Those are custom. You can pick between the presets we have there, or you can enter a custom hex code if you want to pull a certain color. Yeah, that looks like my Decod3rs red.
That's the Decod3rs colors, the YouTube colors.
My PFP would blend in with that.
Yeah, true.
Damn, where's the saturation?
Yeah,
the red is
let's go back to black. That's cool. Oh yeah, and the button, that's dope. That's cool. I love it. I love it.
Do that for your accent. That red for your accent.
Yeah, he did. That's why the button's red.
Oh yeah. Here.
If you click on manage, you can go back to your profile.
The what? What did you say, Ramo?
If you click on manage, you can see your profile again. I just saying, so you know. On the top right, you have that manage button. Yeah, and then you can go view profile. Yeah.
Yes, here. Bam. Yeah, that's perfect. That's cool. That's cool.
So if you hold click on, hold on, just like you got the accent, there's different ways you can add that on there and that customized. Otherwise, it's not really there unless you you have the shadows, borders, 3D at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how you show the accent. Otherwise, if you click as well, it pops up with that accent color as well. But nah, you gotta save it. But no, you gotta save it. But that's okay.
Oh, I didn't save it.
I'm a fan.
It's going too fast. No, it's shadows.
Oh, it's just a dark shadow. Put on 3D. Do 3D and do something a little more saturated.
Nah, the blue will show up.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
that's
Just,
that's
just
nice.
emphasis on allowing someone to pick their colors, build their brand.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, it's like completely personalized, like personalizable. You can change everything, and yeah, that's pretty cool. So basically, people can use that again to replace the Linktree. That's basically what I have in my bio, like had the Solspot link, like here. I can even replace it like completely with like the Nexus link, and it's even better, basically.
In a
Nexus.me/village.
sense,
Throw every link there
in
he
a
wants.
sense, the thing is, it's two different products with two different, I
Yeah.
would say, effects, because your Solspot profile shows way more information, and you
Mhm.
know your Solspot yours, you know, in your case, your Solspot profile, it needs some customization. Okay, to be honest, if you scroll down, you need a PFP. You scroll down,
Accent
know,
color. Accent color.
accent color, yeah, that's good. Ooh. This spot card is so outdated, bro. We have like a shit ton of code to support this old system just for people that didn't update it in a while, you know? When you get the time, take 2 minutes, create a new spot card, please. So
Why are you
that's
bringing me live, man? Like you could have DM'd me, man.
Bro, I've seen it so many times, you can't imagine. Always looking at the profile and I'm like,
No, that's good, man. That's pretty cool. Yeah, but that's what I like. Like, man, from day one, like you're pushing like good tech stack and good apps, and like the market need to reward you, man. That's 100%. It's so impressive. It's cool. It's nice.
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
what Ramo was getting at is there's two use cases. You know, there's a lot more analytics written, and then Nexus
Yeah.
is a bit more, hey, share what you do, share your ventures, share everything maybe your project creates. If it's user based, you know, if you're an artist, you could share your art, you could share your foundation, you could share all your links. That's your hub for your links, you know. It's
That's nice.
the Web3 version.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So how like Nexus will benefit your holders? Like, what's the business model here?
who wants to talk? I can do.
Hold on.
Lowkey.
Yeah. So as far as
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so for Nexus, it's just like it's open. Like we didn't really touch on it today, but the whole point of it is that it's open source, and so we're honestly not really profiting off of it too much. I mean, like there's a small fee, and it's nominal. It's not very much, especially with Sol being low. And so the main purpose of it is that like we already had a lot of the code from the hackathon, like way back in the day, like last February, March. And that was like the base of Solspot. And so we kind of like, we took that code. I mean, we cut it all out. We killed it essentially, and then reworked it from the bottom. And, you know, it's cool, right? But it's open source. And so we haven't opened it up yet, but the GitHub's going to be open. And so there's not really like there is the next step, and we could add like a premium tier where like someone could pay to get analytics features. And that's not able to be on chain or decentralized. So that's why it would be, you know, a premium tier. But as far as like holder benefits, this doesn't really have any aside from like, I think we're going to add, and then that's not a holder benefit, but like you can get a badge if you have an Nexus. Like the whole point of it is to be open source. And so you could actually take the code and host it yourself if you want to have it at like vins.com/ or just vins.com, right? Or decoders.xyz, right? Points to your thing or your, you can do whatever you want, right? And so
that's pretty cool.
It gives our users the option to do whatever they want.
And you can have like a discount for like if you're like holders of Source X, Y card and etc. That's cool. That's nice. I love that.
Yeah, if we did like potentially, I guess if we did go into premium that route, we're not actually going there yet. If there is interest and actual usage with what we're building, that could definitely be feasible. And we've already kind of worked out like how we do it, and it's not like it's that challenging. We just are gonna focus on some of other things right now.
Yeah.
Starting out the year, but if there's interest, we'll definitely do it. Building out analytics so people can see how many views they have, who's checked out their profile, or not. I guess no, not who, but from where they come from, where they're clicking on, and that's very insightful. Like that's a big reason why you use a Linktree to see where people are coming and going, right?
Yes.
And we can do that, but it's not Web3. And so the whole release today, or no, tomorrow, it's almost entirely Web3, which makes it lean and it's open source. So
That's fantastic, guys. Like, congratulations on that. That's big. Okay, let's. That's definitely exciting.
I just want to add something that's really small. I don't know how, but we we missed the open source part, as Loki said. Nexus being open source is really a big point of it, because
Okay.
we will push out a great documentation of all the tech that is used. It's not much, it's not complicated, you know, but we will push out a great documentation, and then other users that want to learn how to code with Solana or want to like work with blockchain data, they can integrate our Solana program. We publicly release the IDL, and we also release a great documentation on how to work with the instructions. So everyone could go build his own front end and then release it, you know, and then have it work with the same data as Nexus, because that's what Web3, you know, makes so easy. So that's going to be a really cool part. Hopefully, you know, if someone is interested, you can always shoot me a DM if you like want to learn that. We will help you create your own custom Nexus. We are definitely down for that.
That's cool. Okay, maybe I can do that if I can find an hour or two in the day. I'm up for it, man. That would be cool. And maybe Devchan from the chat will be interested because he asked us technical questions. So maybe he's a dev. So I guess. And yeah, maybe this guy can contact you and create this, do like the Nexus card stuff. That would be cool.
Sure, always hit me up.
That's really nice. Okay, so like what okay, so like the orders, it's fine, it's cool. And like what's next? What's coming next?
So I mean, Nexus is next, and then we'll kind of that's what we've been focusing on recently, and then a lot of our time is going to be put on the next thing we're working on, which we're not ready to announce or anything like that. Otherwise, we'll have more widgets, some other features that I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. Ramo, which ones were we going to put out? What we talked about? They're not like big. But we'll have a couple more Solspot features that are not important. That's
okay.
What we're working on start of the year.
But I think the best way to answer your question is after Nexus, yes, we will be working on something. It's pretty cool. I think the whole ecosystem will like it. And also I think it'll be very unique in my opinion, a bit different. But that's what we'll be doing in the background. If nothing happens after Nexus, it's because that's what we're focusing on and getting it out the proper way.
Yeah, that's cool. So
that's what we're doing.
Basically you're building in 2023. You're building.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's dope.
I'm just gonna come out and be like, hey guys, check this out. So yeah.
That's nice. Let's break the internet in 2023, man. You deserve it, man. 100%.
Let's do it, bro.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's insane. Has never been there. Nobody has tried that as we do it. It's gonna be crazy.
No, that's cool. And okay. So another question would be like, are you guys going cross-chain, or are you gonna to follow the movement, the new meta of like going everywhere, or because if Ethereum guys need a Solspot profile and Nexus profile, right?
True.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess Nexus you could because it's on Solana. All the data stored on Solana with Nexus. We could shift it to Arweave. Would be very feasible, but we're not going to. So that'll be on Solana, unless we decide to. I mean, you could fork it. Anyone could fork it, change it. So that's cool. For Solspot, we could add login with any wallet, I guess, from any chain. From like a. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really thought about that, but we have thought about like adding support for linking up wallets from other chains and like showing NFTs, showing data. We're not there yet, and obviously with Utes and DGODs moving to Polygon and ETH respectively or whatever, there is a lot more talk about these other chains within Solana, since it was historically more closed off almost, right? It's like it's a very closed off system. So we always kind of like we wanted to do it, we just haven't gotten to it, and because we're trying to focus more on specifically Solspot or Solana unique data. So 2023, maybe expect it. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Tech wise,
100%.
Ramo's probably gonna say, "Oh, it's super easy. We can do it in 2 days."
Yeah, like every dev on Earth, right? Yeah, it's super easy. It's just gonna take me. Just give me like $500,000 and 6 months, and then I will do it.
No, that's not what I would say. That doesn't sound like something I would say. But what I wanted to add, I want to add something. Going to ETH, he says Ramo would say it's easy because I think it's easy to
Yeah,
basically migrate. But the thing, many Solana projects that are like fully hyped that think like Decod3rs, oh, we are going to ETH, I
yeah,
think most of them really miss the part that on ETH, you also have NFT projects and they also have collections. They also have mints. They mint way higher. They have
yeah,
way more funding, bigger teams. It's crazy competition on ETH compared
yeah.
to Solana. Solana feels like a small house. I feel like I know every project, That's not the case, obviously. But on ETH, I imagined it's way harder. So
Yeah,
keep that in mind before you plan to migrate your project. My opinion,
that's
not for
true.
you,
Like,
but generally.
yeah, like I mean, if the migration, and I hope the migration will it's not a if, like when the migration for Decod3rs and youths will be successful, hopefully, again it will probably create a new meta because again the Dust Lab teams are trend setters. Like you saw the lunch style of thread on Twitter, then the way to talk to people, the even the zero royalties, all of that was set up by the Dust Lab team and Frank. And if it's successful and then 5x their floor price and volume, etc. on ETH, then the conversation will be completely different for other projects on Solana. So we will see how it goes. But again, with Solspot, the fact that you are not dependent of a chain, it makes sense to increase with time, not tomorrow morning, right? Because again, you have so much stuff to do still on Solana. But you can easily, the narrative of Solspot, from my perspective, can be chain agnostic 100%, because again, you are analytic tools, right? If you are Google Analytics, if you are a WordPress website, or if you have an in-house website, you don't really care, right?
Yep. It's a bit more data ridden, and it isn't
exactly.
Yeah, some of the actual information is strictly to Solana, but the greater platform, what it is, it can be replicated almost with other blockchains information, other blockchains data, stuff like that. That's unique to them.
That's exciting. But yeah, stay on Solana and build you have the first spot, and being Solspot need to be in the trending project before, I guess, moving on in other faster, I guess.
Definitely. That's definitely going to happen in 2023.
I think with what we're building, it'll definitely get the recognition it deserves. Just a matter of time. That's all.
Yeah. And
it's
about
very,
recognition,
very
is the Solspot PFP coming up soon?
Good question.
I can take this one if you want me to. I think the easiest way to explain this is there's a right and a wrong way to do it. We don't have the answer to the right way. We've figured out some very good ideas of what we could do. But it's a cool thing, but also I think another big topic that we've talked about is competition. If you do something like that, this is one of the biggest talking points is do you almost submit yourself to this, hey, right now we're a card, we're a spot card. It's a bit more tangible for someone to buy. There is no hey, I'm either gonna rock this or I'm gonna rock this. Being in the market, I feel like you couldn't get a proper value proposition if you're fighting against all the PFP projects that are getting released every day. That's just the common man, I don't know. And also, I think maybe you'd be perceived a bit more. I think we're perceived a bit more as utility, as a unique project,
Yeah.
because we don't have this NFT art PFP. Maybe it's because we mint it without that. I think maybe adding in could be cool. That's the questions we need to answer. But
Yeah.
overall, I think that's the biggest question that comes to mind is, do we almost like eliminate like this universal feeling that everyone can come to Solspot?
Okay.
I don't
That's
want someone to
interesting.
be like, I'm not gonna buy this PFP because I'm just gonna rock my PFP that I already have because I like it more, which is fine. That
That's a
we're
good
fine with
point.
that. But at the same time, like right now, I don't think we have that question in people's minds because it's just a card. It's just a piece of utility. It was almost like, do you remember maybe it was around last December?
Yeah.
A lot of utility mints started to come out. There was like, it was all like past mints for like mint bots, nodes, RPCs and stuff like that. And their art and their image was always just like a card, like a debit card, like a credit card almost. And their floor prices would go crazy right after mint. And I think most of that was because there is no PFP art to fight over, and all they think in their head is this is utility. Like
Oh, that's
I'm
cool.
gonna invest in this because this is something cool. They're not like thinking, oh, this one's cooler than this one's cooler than this one. It's like, no, you get this, and this is what you have access to. So it makes in my opinion, makes the value proposition a bit more natural,
That makes
and
sense.
it like reflects the actual value a bit more
Yeah.
easier.
No, that's cool.
So
That's pretty
I don't
cool.
know. It's possible. We would want to do it the right way if so, but I wouldn't say there's a guarantee in it, because we definitely want to make sure it's the proper move for us and we would do it at the right time and the right way.
No, that your explanation makes sense. In like, okay, I'm a Decod. I just want my Solspot card, and I want like a verifiable way to prove it that have like he's verifiable and easy to show like that's my PFP and don't touch it. And so basically, like, on that point, like, do you have on your roadmap like a way like to identify Solspot on a Twitter PFP right now? Like, I know we talked about that in private too, but like again, like you have like ABC Ventures that put like a cycle around the PFP, right? So that was like kind of like, again, features we talk about. What's your take on that? Like, because it makes sense for Solspot to do that kind of features too, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. Ramo Lowkey, you got this one. You have all the
Yeah,
real
I
info
mean,
on it.
I mean, like we've talked about doing like the circle around a PFP. You know, you said ABC
Mm-hmm.
Ventures did that, and then there was one of the other projects. I forget. Do you guys remember which one it was? They put like the slash.
Phase protocol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So they had that marketing thing. So then you can, you know, you have the PFP, and then you have on top of that, you know, an identifier, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we've thought about doing things like that, and those would be cool. And we also kind of wanted to tie in like some sort of other informational tidbit. So it's not like it's just, oh, Solspot, okay, cool. Maybe it also means like their Solspot rank, or like how many, or like, not that we have a Solspot rank yet, but like maybe that's like how many, like your relative position within the Solspot ecosystem of like how many like NFTs you have, or like your activity, your views, or whatever it is. Like the real takeaway is like having some meaningful information tied into it, and on top of that, having the way to like advertise and have recognition that, oh, like, oh, that dude has a Solspot profile. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's the big thing, because like we can have people put the Solspot link in their profile, and you know, then you click on it, you can check it out, learn more about them. Okay, great. But having the ability to see it on a PFP would be awesome, in like a subtle way, like we talked about. And
Yeah.
like Tunky said, like we'd love to have a PFP, but we're just, like he said, we're just not ready, and we're also like, we want to make sure we do it right, and we still have work to do for spot cards. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I personally, I don't want to dive into something when we haven't like, you know, nailed the first iteration. And I mean, you could have like opposite takes where you're like, maybe that's what you need. You need to have a PFP to like kind of like springboard up, and then kind of like make them both get some hype. You know what I mean? Because a lot of it is speculative based. But we're trying to go more direct about it, but that's very challenging, and not be speculative and kind of drive more value. But obviously we've had some challenges with that. But 2023 should be, maybe we could take some lessons that we've learned, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, either way, I think it'd be cool. Either of those.
100%. And so, what do you think is missing on the Solspot card right now to make it like more like finished? Like what? Yeah, what's missing on the Solspot card?
That's a good question. So like, the biggest thing is like ways to use it that are like what we're trying to think of, and we have a couple ideas. We just haven't put them out yet fully. Is giving like more ways to use the card as is, as well as like, you know, like you have features on the Solspot platform. You can do more stuff there, right? Great. But we kind of want to have more unique ways that like having a spot card gets you access to X or Y or Z or whatever it is, right? So we have a couple ideas on how to do that, but we just haven't released them yet.
Oh, that's cool. And like, is that like ideas you had during the bull market, or is that like bear market compatible?
Yeah, I mean, like, I would say like it doesn't necessarily matter what the market is for like the two that I'm thinking of. Obviously, honestly, like it's more dependent on like how active you are in the community and like if you go to networking events, because it's IRL, right?
Nice.
Not like a physical card. Like we kind of toyed with that, you know. Like I don't know if you saw that when we went to Breakpoint.
Yeah.
We printed out cards. Yes. That was dope. That was fun. And we've toyed with that idea, but we're just not ready to do like a mass thing because we just don't think there's enough people interested as of right now. But there's some other like not low effort, but like lean ways to go about doing a similar thing. Kind of like target that same thing. And like the point I'm making is like driving value to the spot card is important. And so we really want to figure out novel or unique ways to go about doing it. That isn't just like, hey, you get these features on the platform. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool. But that's why I really love about your team. Like it's always like, like doing the smart thing, like prioritizing like what gonna make sense for the project in terms of growth and like growing the community or like make sure like people will see you, etc. That's what I really love with your team, and that's you show me like that's last year and to your whole community that you are capable of that, and that's smart business move. It's cool. It's really nice.
Yeah, I think the one thing it's a pro and a con, but I think in the long term and we're all in Solana kind of for the long term. We're here to be here from 4 years, 5 years, you know. When you look at the bigger picture, like we've been very methodical with everything. The cons to that in the short term, you know, I think it definitely can affect value and stuff like that. Maybe we didn't take some approaches that a lot of normal NFT projects take. But in the long run, I think us being methodical about every move we made and every decision we made is beneficial, and it all kind of allows us to tie everything together. And it'll allow us to draw the lines and make it very digestible for a user who comes in here in a year, and they'll be able to see everything we do and why we're doing it. So I do think that there is a major pro to how methodical we've been. I think a lot of projects in space tend to like just jump or do the copy paste thing post mint and just hope it works and keeps that hype going for them. But I think every time that we've said something like that, hey, should we do this? But like, is that sustainable? Is that really what we want to do? Is that proper for the business? Is there something better we could do? Does that even meet our vision? I think that's usually the thing it comes down to, is does that meet our vision of what we're trying to have Solspot be? And that's if it's a no, then we scratch it. So I think it is a big pro that we've been methodical.
Yeah, that's good. Ramo, how many features did you scratch after coding it?
You can't even imagine. I know what you were trying to talk about when you said Twitter PFPs with the, you know, what we showed you.
Yeah.
That was also a cool one. I don't know, Lowkey, what do you think?
Can I
talk about it?
Oh, that we were going to release that one?
Yeah.
Before Breakpoint, and then we said, fuck it.
Yeah.
But there was a reason why we said no. It wasn't just because we didn't want to do it. I mean, like we had the code. What was it?
Elon.
Elon Musk, yeah. So you know the hexagons on Twitter for the Ethereum
Yeah.
NFTs, verified profile pictures? We basically
Yeah.
coded the same thing for Solana NFTs, where you could have some kind of visual representation that you actually own that NFT, and then another way for other people to verify that someone really owns it, and that would
Mhm.
then tie into your social identity with Solspot. So it was the perfect thing, and we coded all of that stuff. We tested it. It was working perfectly fine. And then like 2 days after I finished, I think we saw a tweet from no, actually on the airport. I remember I was on the airport with Lowkey, and we were flying to Lisbon to Breakpoint, and I'm on my phone and I'm checking Twitter, and I see Elon Musk announced Twitter profile pictures for Solana, and I'm like, fuck, man, that can't be real.
Are those
Throw
out?
that out
Are
the
they available?
They're
No,
not
no,
out
no,
yet,
no.
No,
bro.
not.
Okay.
It was never implemented.
And
Yeah,
I think it's just I think if he's not gonna be ready to do it, I think it is still a possibility that we could do. But
Yeah, but
there's
yeah,
it's cool.
and you,
It's cool in my
yeah,
opinion.
nice, nice.
I think that we could still talk about it in the back end or in the side off on the side about possibly even if it's not for all Solana projects, it could just be for just Solspot at the end of the day. But it would be really cool if it was for the greater Solana ecosystem. It's just about doing it the right way.
Yeah, so basically you got by Elon Musk. Not cool.
Exactly. We had it ready to go, and then he just comes in a couple days later and he's like, "Oh no, you're not doing that."
Nope. By the way, guys, not
what happened to
happening.
Instagram? It was also Solana NFTs on Instagram.
Yeah,
What
I
happened?
never see it. I think they rolled it out to a couple of US user, I guess, but I don't know if it ever hit worldwide the push. I don't know.
Bro, on your Instagram, that NFTs, do you manually upload the images?
Yep.
Okay, I can show you something on Instagram. Hopefully, wait. On my webcam, I know it's not ideal, but you have digital collectibles, and then you can collect your Solana wallet, and then you can see all of your NFTs on Instagram. That's already
Okay.
publicly available. But the thing is, the only thing you can do with them is you can post them as pictures, like normal, normal
Okay.
Instagram post. And then on the post, hold on.
Oh, so you don't have to save it, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah,
But I have my NFTs on my wallet in my picture, so I can flex them everywhere I go.
Now I posted the NFT, and it has a small check mark up there. It says
sure, that's verified. Gotcha.
digital
That's
collectible,
cool.
and then it shows the metadata. I don't know if you can read that.
Interesting.
Okay, I have to try that. I want to flex the metadata of my NFTs plus the check
Don't
mark.
stake
100%.
Players.
Yes.
Post every DGOD, post every
Exactly.
someone ever says you don't own it, be like, nope, go to my Instagram, dude.
Yeah, no, I got the check mark. I'm good.
I wonder if
But that's what
if you sell.
it's all about. What?
Does it disappear if you sell? Do you know, Ramo?
Great question. That's what I was asking myself. I don't know.
There is only one way to try the features. But if it's a post on Instagram, then maybe the check mark can disappear, but it should stay.
Yeah, I also think
Post
never
should stay.
delete the
Post should
image.
stay, but the check mark or something should go.
Yeah.
Show that it's now a copy paste image practically.
Yeah. Which I just need to screenshot your NFT
Yeah,
and then it's mine.
Not the owner of that token anymore.
You just
Exactly.
check mark with it, and then boom, new check mark. Nah.
Yeah. But that's cool. But Ramo, man, I think we have discussed everything on the timeline on the Notion documents. And look, it's only 1.5 hours almost, and it's because of me because I fucked up the demo. So we are almost in time, man.
Nah, you perfectly
And we even
fine,
talked
bro.
about BONK. Look at us go.
And we talk about BONK. What the fuck? Why did we talk about BONK?
I don't know, bro. It's about to hit an all-time high.
It's memeable. It's very memeable.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like Wolf and Samo. They just keep hearing Wolf, Samo, Wolf, Samo.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, they say it's a first dog token, but yeah, we had where were you during the bull market, man?
Yeah, exactly. No, they even have domains now. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
BONK has
Subtle.
domains. Interesting.
Yeah,
Thank you.
.bonk.
What do you mean interesting? You knew that. Surely,
Yeah, so
right?
you have it.
We talked
So
about
can I have?
it.
Can I?
I
Yeah.
didn't know.
So can.
Nope. Sorry.
Yes, you can.
No.
Not
Oh.
yet, but soon.
Oh.
Hopefully.
Okay. Let me buy some bonk then. I want my bonk domain on my Solspot card.
Bonk. Flexvitler.bonk.
Nice.
Meta.bonk.
Yes.
Bonk. Donkey bonk.
Yeah,
I
that's
Are
see
you
him
buying
buying
now?
bonk.
Which
Yeah,
is-
yeah.
I don't even know where it is, honestly.
Oh, they just put it out on the Twitter. I think it costs like 60 million tokens.
Why does that
Oh my
sound
God.
so perfect? Donkey bonk.
Honky bonk.
Nice endowment.
Perfect domain.
Yeah, so I think we can wrap up like the live now. Like, guys, do you have any like anything to add? Like personally, like yeah, we can close it right like that. Like every one of you like can drop some alpha or have a last word. Anything you want to say? Donkey, you go first.
Definitely make a Nexus profile. It's really unique.
Yes.
If you have things that you like showing off, throw them in a Nexus when we release it, and just put that as your main link. Then everyone have access to all your links. We appreciate you if you do. After that, like I said, we have something really cool coming. I think everyone will like it. Definitely stay tuned for that. I do think, sorry for saying so much, but I do think that will be something super unique, and we will be doing that the moment Nexus is released. So we'll be in the background just
Nice.
constantly grinding that. That's all from me. We're just gonna be heads down for 2023, going at it. Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Yeah, I will
Thank you for
I'll post the link. Yeah, I will post the link in the description of like everywhere, like the recap and YouTube video. So yeah, people can get it from there. Or even like it's again nexus.xyz.
Docs.me.
.me.
Oh yeah, .me. Yeah, nexus.me. Yes, I will share the link. Maybe you can put in the chat, but whatever. Cool. Yeah, Ramo, before your computer died, like any last word?
I don't have to say much. I just want to say there are not many people that really know and support Solspot right now, but like really honest, I want to thank all of the people. It's so insane that even though our floor price crashed, even though the market fully crashed and 90% of the people left, we still have people like yourself or like DV Chan or so many people. I don't want to name too many guys that still support us, and I'm so unimaginably thankful that they still stay behind us. And I can promise that we will definitely, it's going to be worth staying behind us. Let's say it that way. We will definitely do our best to be as successful as possible and provide as much value as we can.
Yeah,
That's pretty much everything I can say.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Like
Thank you, Breno.
definitely.
Prano said we
Yeah.
will be here with you, always support builders. Yeah, Ramo definitely nailed it. I think the three of us as the Solspot team can agree that we have definitely had the people who are still here, like we are very, very grateful for as the founders of this project. It's been a lot of work that we've done behind the scenes, and we've definitely been quiet through it, and we're happy to actually bring some cool stuff that you guys actually like using and find interest in. I also think a lot of you guys are a lot different from the normal consumer on Solana. I think you guys see the interest in what we're doing and the future of what it can be and what it will be for us. And we're happy for you guys to have you guys all along the ride for that.
Let's fucking go. Lowkey.
Yeah, so just overall, thanks for having us. I've really enjoyed this call. I mean, as far as Solspot goes, like we've definitely had our ups and downs. It's been challenging, but honestly, like I've never been more excited about the next thing we're doing from like, a potential potential to go well, I suppose is the best way I can put it right now. But honestly, 2023, I'm really stoked for it. I just can't wait to get to the next stage and then kind of work on tying everything together. So again, thank you, community. Thank you, Vitler. It's been a blast.
My
Thank you
pleasure.
anyone that watched
6 a.m.
this video back. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate that.
Same.
Yes.
Stay tuned for our Discord and Twitter.
Exactly. Yeah. Join the
A lot
Discord. Follow the Twitter
of
accounts.
alpha, and all the releases will be there too.
Yeah.
Vittler, big shout out to you, man. Thank you for supporting us before, man. It's been appreciated.
Always, that's no problem. Again, like I believe in your project narrative and the team, like that all three and put together. That's what I'm looking for when I want to buy NFTs and talk to founders like you. So there is no reason to not support you. So yeah, that's just what I if I can help, just let me know, and I will do what I can for
we love calling with you. It's always insightful.
Exactly.
We always provide solid feedback to what we share with you. So we appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much for jumping on, accepting my invitation to that live. And hopefully we will do more of that anytime soon. And every time you have something to announce and you want to do a demo, which I will improve on the next one, I promise. I will have the soul. I will be unconnected on mainnet, but I will do a better job at that. I promise you guys. And or even Ramo can do the demo next time.
No, it was good content. It was good content.
Exactly. Yeah, that's gonna make a good short. That's cool.
True. Decod3rs has not enough soul to
yes.
create.
No, that's nice. So for everyone watching it right now, again, so we're gonna wrap it up. But if you don't know Decod3rs just yet, we are a watch to earn YouTube channel. So for every video that you watch, you will get rewarded. And so the best thing that you can do right now is follow us on YouTube and Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, because every piece of content that you're gonna watch, like this video and this live, you will get rewarded for it. So if you want to know more about it, go to follow us on Twitter, read the thread that I've pinned on top of the profile, and you will know everything about Decod3rs. So guys, Solspot teams, thanks you again. And I will see you on Discord and everywhere else on the socials, on the timeline.
Exactly.
Thank you.
See ya.
Thank you again. Have a good one. See ya.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Cheers.